UFC 329, Mcgregor versus Holloway is this weekend, and I'm going to be breaking down the whole card. Starting off the list, Alexandre Costa versus Cody Durden. I'm going to go with Alexandre Costa on this one. Alexandre Costa is a really good fighter, can mix it up on the ground and on the feet, and Cody Durden is also a really good grappler. It's just, I don't know, he has like more of a wrestling based style, and Alexandre Costa is more of like a guy that will go for like a submission here and there. Like Cody Durden is more to like grind you out, pause, than to try to look for a finish. You know, that's why I'm going to pick Costa in this matchup. I just think he has the KO factor, and even if it hits the ground, I think Costa could even like get like a crafty submission here. I could see Costa gain a submission after like Durden is hurt, and he desperately shoots for a takedown, and then he either takes his bag, goes for a guillotine, something like that. I could so see that. So I'm going to go Costa knocking out Durden though. I think he's going to knock him out in the first 2 rounds. I'm just saying the submission is there. But yeah, moving on to the next one. Ryan Gandra versus Zachary REESE. I'm going to go with Ryan Gandra here. That might be a little bit, not really a crazy take. It's just, I could see Ryan Gandra like bullying Zachary REESE, pushing him against the fence and just going for a knockout. But I could so see Ryan Gandra getting like gassed out finish, because after that flurry, he does kind of gas and Zachary REESE could take over. It's just, I don't know if Zachary REESE could survive that initial flurry. So I'm going to go with Ryan Gandra finishing Zachary REESE in the first round by knockout. Out cold, on the ground. Like, you know how tempted I was to pick Zachary REESE, but it's just I'm worried that he'll get chinned. So I'm going to go with Ryan Gandra finishing Zachary REESE in the first round. So moving on to the next one. BASHARAT versus John Garza. I'm going to go with BASHARAT here. John Garza is a tempting pick, I'm not going to lie to you, because he has clean hands, and something when Farid is like exiting, he is there to get chinned, I'm not going to lie to you, because even his brother has the same habit, and Ricky Simone, that's literally the reason why he got KO'd, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. But he has been rocked, his brother. Like, if it was the other BASHARAT, I do think John Garza would have found that chin, but since it's Farid, and I think he's a little bit cleaner on the feet and able to mix it up a lot better, and will shoot a takedown if he's losing on the feet, I favor Farid here, especially John Garza is taking this fight on short notice. So I'm going to go BASHARAT either, I'm not really too sure. I think I'm going to go a decision here. I think BASHARAT is going to win by decision. I think he's got a troublesome first round, and then he starts to take over with the grappling and mix it up pretty well. And I think John Garza is going to start the gas and not be able to keep up with the pace with the grappling. So I'm going to go with BASHARAT winning a 2-1 decision by grappling pretty much. So yeah, moving on to the next one. Damian Pinas versus Cesar Almeida. I'm going to go with Damian Pinas here. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not really too confident to pick because Damian Pinas, I haven't really seen much of him, and I'm mostly picking him because I think he could catch Cesar Almeida with something and put him out cold in the first round. Like, that's literally the only reason why. Because sometimes with Cesar Almeida, he does weigh a little too much on the feet and he's a little stationary. I could see Damian Pinas just being a little bit explosive, land something big, and KO Cesar Almeida here. It might be a crazy pick. It might not be the best pick of me, but I'm just going to pick it. I'm going to go Damian Pinas, KO, and Cesar Almeida in the first round. So moving on to the next one. Tracy Cortez versus Wayne Kong. I'm going to go with Tracy Cortez here. It might be a little bit of a crazy take. It's just I think Tracy Cortez is going to get Wayne Kong on the ground, kind of just hold her there, land some ground and pound here and there. It's just Wayne Kong, what I've seen of her grappling, is not really the best. And I don't know. I just think Tracy Cortez is going to take down Wayne Kong, just hold her there and win like a decently kind of fun decision. I don't know. Maybe like a little boring. I'm not going to lie to you. And then that's it pretty much. I think Tracy Cortez is going to win by unanimous decision. Now moving on to the next one. Luke Riley versus KAMAKA. I'm going to go with Luke Riley here. Not too confident though, because I didn't like how Luke Riley looked in his last performance. It's just with KAMAKA, he does wait a little bit too long. If you've seen him fight, like sometimes he'll like pick a shot and then he'll reset. He doesn't go for a combination and try to finish you. That's my only issue with KAMAKA. Like, he'll pick a shot and then he'll either push you against the fence or he'll reset. So that's kind of the reason why I'm not going to pick him. But KAMAKA could get this done. I wouldn't be surprised if he does beat Luke Riley here, because Luke Riley, again, leaves his chin in the air and he could beat him. It's just, I think he's going to lose like a close decision. I think Luke Riley is going to have troublesome early in the first round, and the second one's going to be competitive. And then when we get to the third, I think Luke Riley is just going to do a little bit more and win like a split decision victory. I can so see that. So I'm going to go Luke Riley by split decision. Now moving on to the next one. Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. I'm going to go with Adrian Yanez on this one. I think Yanez is going to catch Cody Garbrandt, put him out cold. The only thing I would worry for Yanez, if like Cody Garbrandt starts to grapple, try to take him down, maybe he can mix it up pretty well. But I think Yanez has good enough takedown defense to not get ragged up by Cody Garbrandt. And on the feet is worrisome as well. It's just, I don't know. I think Yanez is going to like have a decent jab, find his openings, and then I think he's going to chin Cody Garbrandt in the second round, and that's pretty much it. I think he's going to knock out Cody Garbrandt in round 2. Now moving on to the next one. Gable Stevenson versus Elijah Ellison. I'm going to go with Gable Stevenson here. I haven't really seen too much. I haven't really seen any tape Elijah Ellison really, so I'm not going to lie to you. But I think Gable Stevenson is going to take him down, get like a round 1 arm triangle, and then that's pretty much it. I think that's what's going to happen. Gable Stevenson, first round submission on Elijah Ellison. So moving on to the next one. Robert Whittaker versus Nikita Krylov. I'm going to go with Robert Whittaker here. Not too confident to pick, I'm not going to lie to you, because Robert Whittaker is not the biggest light heavyweight, and he's not really a light heavyweight, but I don't know, I just think he's a little bit clean on the feet. I don't know, I can't really make an argument for you. I'm just picking him because, honestly, like, Whittaker is a cleaner striker. I wouldn't say he's a better grappler, maybe, but I don't know, I think he's going to mix it up pretty well on the feet, win a decision victory. I think he's going to have troublesome early, but I think he's going to pick it up in round 2 and 3 and just kind of grit a little bit and get a decision victory. So, yeah, I'm going to go Robert Whittaker by decision. Moving on to the next one. Bobby Green versus Terrence McKinney. I'm going to go with Bobby Green here. I think I don't know, honestly. This is a very tricky matchup because I could so see him getting chinned. It's just, I don't know if Terrence McKinney is going to be the guy, you know? I don't know if he really will, but he is a big dude, and I could see him chinning Bobby Green, but I think Bobby Green is a little bit slick enough not to get chinned by Terrence McKinney, and I think he's going to finish him either in the late first round or early second round. I think Bobby Green is going to get a finish here in the first 2 rounds. So moving on to the next one. Brandon Royval versus Loner Kavanaugh. I'm going to go with Loner Kavanaugh here. Not too confident though, because Brandon Royval is a good fighter, has good volume, but it's just, I think Kavanaugh is going to catch Royval with something big in round 2 and put him out cold or get like a TKO. Even if it goes to a decision, I think he's going to out damage Royval and win like a 2-1 decision. I could see that happening. So I'm going to go Kavanaugh knocking out Royval either in the first 2 rounds or winning a 2-1 decision. So moving on to the next one. Cory Sandhagen versus Mario Batista. I'm going to go with Cory Sandhagen here. I was tempted to pick Mario Batista. It's just, how does he really win? I don't really think he's going to out grapple Sandhagen, especially in a 3-rounder. It's not like he's going to out cardio him. The only thing I would worry for, maybe Sandhagen's not really used for a 3-rounder anymore. He's going to wait a little bit too long, and then like Batista could pick it up because he's more used to a 3-rounder fight. But I don't know. I think Cory's a little bit cleaner on the feet, able to mix it up pretty well. Even if it hits the ground, I don't really think, I already said this, Batista's going to really ragdoll him. So I'm going to go Cory Sandhagen by decision. Maybe he could be a little bit tricky so in the first round. I could see that happening where like Mario Batista's looking good, but then Cory takes over. I could see that happening. So I'm going to go with Cory Sandhagen by decision. I think he's going to lose the first round, but he's going to take over in the last 2. So moving on to the next one. BSD versus Paddy Pimblett. I'm going to go with Paddy Pimblett here. I just think he's a little bit cleaner on the feet. The only thing I worry for Paddy Pimblett doing is just, I could so see like him pulling guillotine after BSD shoots, and then he ends up on bottom, and then he ends up getting ground and pounded like it's no tomorrow, and either getting subbed or ground and pound finish. That's the only thing I will worry about in this matchup. But I'm going to go Paddy Pimblett. I just think he's a little bit cleaner on the feet. And then if it hits the ground, I don't know. I worry on the ground a bit. Like, he probably is going to pull guillotine. Maybe he could get it, but I will worry. But yeah, I'm going to go Paddy Pimblett knocking out BSD. Like, in a weird scramble situation, I could see that happening. And then, like, Paddy ends up on top and just lands ground and pound and finishes BSD off of that. I think that's what's going to happen. A little bit risky, but I'm going to go Paddy Pimblett knocking out BSD in the second round. So moving on to the next one. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. I'm going to go with Max Holloway here. It's a little bit tricky some, not really, because I think Holloway could take what Conor could give, but it's just Conor with the straight shots. It could be a little bit worrisome for Holloway. It's just every time I think Conor's going to come in and then he's going to get hit with a body shot and it's going to like throw up his whole timing. And he's going to start to gas out, and it's going to be a buildup of factors, and then he's going to lose off of cardio. I think the cardio is going to be a big problem. Not being in the cage for 5 years is going to add up as well, and I think he's going to get finished in the third round. I see a third round finish for Max Holloway against the cage, and then Holloway puts out out Conor McGregor either by TKO or a knockout. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's my breakdown for all the predictions on this card. Hope you guys enjoyed the fights, and God bless all of you. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and that's pretty much it.